I am Ibrahim Danja, Hugo Najibia, SSA to His Excellency on victims of banditry and IDPs. That's my mandate, and the work and activities of my office, as you can see, they are just based on dealing with victims of banditry and internally displaced persons in Katsina State.
So, last week, the Deputy Governor of Katsina State explained that this office has spent over 739 million in this office. What can you say about your activities of the office?
Yes, Alhamdulillah, by virtue of how my office is created and the mandate being given to my office, as you can see, is generally concerned with the following. Coordinating effort to support the victims of banditry and internally displaced persons through collaboration with relevant agencies, organizations, and community leaders, and even other CSOs, civil society organizations. We do the development and implementing of initiatives to address the immediate needs of these victims, immediate and long-term needs. In that process, we design some activities which include support to shelter, support to health care, support to education, support to livelihood opportunities, and bringing them back to the normalcy and life so that we can improve and give them more confidence, and their voices must be heard, as explained by His Excellency the Governor. We have spent he mentioned this 739,330,341 naira. He has been spent within my office, which is divided accordingly as follows. We have what is called early interventions to the victims. This early intervention is divided also into two parts. The first part is that most of those that are affected, their places is usually being attacked heavily. Or maybe you find out maybe it's the breadwinner or somebody who is responsible for taking care of the family. So His Excellency the Governor, in his own wisdom, he invented method that we can take an immediate or early response intervention to this type of people. Thereby, we created sort of intervention in sort of monetary terms. We designed an intervention of giving them the family of those that are killed. Anybody that is killed, including the infants. Anybody that is killed is going to receive 200,000 naira, the family of those that are killed. 200,000 naira. That is a short-term and intervention for the civilian or our people. Then His Excellency also directed at those that have been under captivity. What I mean by captivity is those that have been taken away by this bandit, and those that have been released, or we are able to rescue them through our kinetic methods and through our other means. His Excellency gave us directive that whether they are there or they are back to their normal place of primary place of living, he said we should give them a sum of 100,000 naira each. Anybody that has been taken. And he also mandated us to give anybody that is having wound or gunshots or any kind of attack within his own health care. We have given a sum of 50,000 naira after treatment. From there, we have some interventions which relate to the foodstuffs and other things that may be given to them in addition. And some other interventions that relates to their welfare and other activities, which amount to the total sum of 526,864,000 naira within the period that we spent on that. I'm just summarizing, there are a lot of things being done. That this figure includes the intervention to the families of the security personnel within the state. Don't forget, from the security personnel, in respect of whatever the kind of security personnel, more especially the military, the community watch, and others, receive a sum of 1 million naira. That is the family of those that are killed. We don't, the Katsina State government don't care whether he's a military, whether he has a death benefit or other things or otherwise. His Excellency give them that. He said we should give them that mandate. And to even those that are wounded among the military or other personnel, some are given 250,000 naira, some are given 200,000 naira. So depending on 100,000 naira. But the civilians get 50,000 naira after treatment. Thus, bringing back to where I'm going to talk about our medical intervention. This medical intervention is another method and ways being created by His Excellency to take care of the large volume of victims that have been affected by this means of banditry, cattle rustling, rural arson, rural banditry. So these people are usually being attacked anyhow. Some are wounded, they have received bullets and so on in their bodies. Some they use some weapons to cut off their bodies and other things. Even up to the extent of rape cases. Several of them are raped. That rape cases, sometimes it reaches to the extent of even involving a lot of surgery activities or surgery care. This amount, we spend 151,143,541 naira within the period. If you add, don't forget, we have those that have been, as I was telling you, in Hausa. We have some cases whereby out of this designated hospital, 8 designated hospitals that we have enshrined in Katsina State, these designated hospitals are Jibia, Basari, Dusama, Kankara, Dan Musa, Malumfashi, Funtua, and Musawa. And then we have designated the tertiary health institutions, whereby they can receive the highly, some sophisticated cases. That is the Federal Teaching Hospital, Katsina, and the orthopedic hospital, that is General Ahmadi Specialist Hospital, or they call it GASH. And to some extent, we transfer some cases to some who need highly specialized cases. We take them to Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, Kano. We take them to Dalat Orthopedic Hospital. We take some to Aminu Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital, Zaria. And some to Osman Danfodio University, Sokoto. And up to the extent of some in 44 hospital, reference hospital for military. And we do pay there. We pay them according to the right that you can see. Whether it's a military or anything, we do go there and pay whatever the service that they are going to receive in that particular.
So which strategies are you following to find out the beneficiaries?
The beneficiaries of those, the past interventions I was telling you, that is the early response intervention to those that have been injured or killed or so on. We have some methods of getting information from the locals, the local authorities there. What I mean by local authority is not only the local government, even the village heads and district heads there. They report to the Emirate Council sometimes, and some other agencies that we work together with. They do report, and this report is not coming inside my office directly, but they are sending them to appropriately to His Excellency the Governor, whereby he said any security report which needs urgent attention can be communicated directly to him, anytime, any hour. Even when he's outside the country, he's online with us. And we do, a lot of cases have been referred to him, and he gives directives and approval there wherever he's there. So that is it. Don't forget that if you add the total amount that I give you and the external one, which we spend 41,322,800 naira, it will give you a total of 739,330,341 naira. That's what has been spent during the period under review. And don't forget, if I'm telling this figure, don't be surprised. By tomorrow, you will come and find this figure has changed drastically due to the nature of services that we render. As of now, as I was telling you, in one single federal medical center, anybody that sleeps there without giving him any medication, if he sleep on that bed, he sleep on 5,000 naira. We do pay for them. So the Katsina State government is up and doing, and that's why it has invented what is called return back to school children of IDPs without any collateral. He said all children of those that have been affected by this banditry should report to the nearest public school wherever they domicile. That is either in the host community or in the neighborhood. And immediately when the normalcy is back, these children can go back to there wherever they are. Don't forget, we do give them something there. We do give them bags, we do give them books, we do give them up to the extent of shoes in collaboration with SPAPE, State Universal Basic Education and Girl Child Education. And even Ministry of Women Affairs, we do work in synergy with them. So that is it. And then there is a long-term intervention, which of course we are proposing and we are doing it. And some extent we have started it. But I did not include it into this amount because I'm not the one responsible, but the other agencies, whereby it's created under Katsina State Development and other agencies where they are mandated to give that type of, some even up to the extent of loan, some up to the extent of giving them a grant. So, and we are happy that we are working in partnership with other international organizations. I will not forget to tell you that UNDP, IOM, IRC, and their consortium and Medicine Sans Frontiers and Red Cross and other agencies, whereby even West African World Food Program, we are working with them and they are helping us. We have just received some amount of wheat, which has been dominated by Ukrainian government through World Food Program, and we have distributed them in 5 local government areas, which of course we are happy. And some other agencies or philanthropies. I will not forget to mention that Bank of Industries also give us some grant. And today we have disbursed some amount of money by National Nigerian New Nigerian Development Company, NNDC, which has supplied us with 10 million naira given to the state government. We are highly appreciative of that. Thank you very much. And other philanthropists who did our IDPs.